is an American classic. It's kind of like I've recently watched a bit of Ernest.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
watched a little bits and pieces of that, and I'm just like, wow, it's funny, but also kind of not funny at the same time. Like I don't know how to
Mhm.
describe it. It's like it's all physical humor, and just the way that it's cut and stuff like that. I'm just like, wow, this is cut so choppy. The way they did it, it's almost like they cut out frames to make it funny.
Probably.
Yep.
I mean, you could have done what
So,
I did, which is go through the new Jurassic World trilogy before the new movie drops.
oh, how was that?
Uh, Dominion sucks. It's a
Is that the one?
bad movie.
Is Dominion the one where they photoshopped the lady's butt in the advertisements?
I have no clue. I don't remember any of it. I just know the plot of it is dinosaur black market.
Dinosaur Black Market.
Yeah, that part is cool. Then the actual plot is like if Steve Jobs was more evil and ran a dinosaur company
All that.
and
Yeah. Okay.
fucking oh, what was the dumbest thing? Just like lots of Easter eggs of the first film and stuff like that.
Yeah. All that makes
And
me think of is like you say dinosaur black market. There's two things I think of. One, a black market that sells dinosaurs. Two, a dinosaur run a black market.
I mean,
I mean,
yes to both
yeah.
because there's like a dinosaur fighting ring in there too.
Mm-hmm. Because I just want a T Rex trying to have a shop with a counter, but his head sticking out the door all the way because he get his arms into the where you gotta pick up the counter stuff like a butcher.
That'd be pretty great.
So I want him like leaning on the counter, but his head sticking out into the alleyway or into the street.
You just got one Yikon voices. What you
What do you
want?
want? What? This
What you want?
giant mammoth of a thing. What do you want? Hey, come in. I got the best chops right here.
I got some good chops of go right here. Come
Don't
on,
worry
tell me
about
what
it.
you need.
It's kosher.
I'm your guy. it's it's kosher.
This is what happens when we take a 2-week break.
Oh no.
Phil and Gimli want to start going on their own little skit, and me and Friar
So-
just along here for the ride.
So-
I've been existing for 6.9 billion or 6.9 million years, and I came to Judaism.
Be Jewish.
Look,
You got the yarmulke and you got a yarmulke and everything. It's ready for Passover.
how's he even put that on? Does he get the
Someone
little
helps.
T-Rex grabber thingy?
No. He has an entire system, Rube Goldberg's machines, where he puts his hand and he rotates a little like lever, and it drops down onto him.
You almost made Gimli
So
want to spit take.
almost Wallace and
Yes.
Gromit almost Wallace and Gromit esque, where he gets out of bed.
Oh
Mhm.
my god.
There you go.
What do we do on this podcast? I
Well,
don't remember. It's been like 3 weeks.
outside of the fact that I now have a new character to put in this game
I
eventually,
am excited.
Yes.
the kosher T Rex. We usually play Pathfinder. That's our usual thing. But I'm glad I got to make up a new character. For some reason, a
The
T Rex from
T-Rabbi.
the T Rabbi. Oh, the T Rabbi. Rabbi Rex.
Okay, I think we beat it to death.
Okay, good. Well,
Oh,
it
no,
will
we
come
got
up later.
10 minutes worth.
That's true.
It'll pop up later. We know
Oh
it.
yeah.
So don't worry about that. But no, we've been off for 2 weeks. So we come back into it. So the last episode or last session we had, the siblings arrived at the city of Belru, and its famous market's Belleru. So a oasis city situated on the edge of the eastern desert of the continent. You guys did a bit of investigation separately, and you found out that Tish went to a city known as Alafreya, which was on top of a mesa out in the desert. And from what you understood in history wise, doing a little digging, is that Alafreya used to have a magical oasis or spring that provided fresh water, and that would fall down the mesa and kind of make this really nice, lush area in the desert. However, since then, uh, basically a gang has occupied Alafreya, and the water has stopped pouring, and the area has turned back into a desert. And also that people tend to avoid that area, especially the area around the mesa, because that gang will kidnap people and sends them off to work in a mine deep in the mesa. So the gang is basically kidnapping people to make them miners, and so that way they can harvest out whatever is in the deep rock. So you guys were able to kind of piece that together. At the same time, you all did kind of separate little tasks. Uh, Jacques helped the people of Wivenhoe secure a contract for their new porcelain or bone china plates and items. So a very large sum of money, if I remember correctly. So I think
Yes.
that's Shawnee crit on that one.
I did, yes.
Mm-hmm. So at the same time, Roberts went off to the library to see if he can track down any more information about Tish. And while speaking to a hummingbird librarian, spilled the beans unknowingly that Tish had passed and found out that the Trinity had yet to disclose her passing. And because of that, the librarian found out about this and then sent off messages back to the home base of the librarians so that way it'd be spread among all the librarians. They also found out about the Librarian Guild, who is a neutral party among the various factions on the continent. Their entire job, I like to imagine them as the Macers from Game of Thrones. They don't do anything really except accumulate knowledge and pass that on. So they don't hold any real political interest. But their main goals, of course, are to accumulate it and then send off to the central library and then make it be a depository repository for knowledge. And Jenkins, while you were in Belru, decided to investigate the slum areas and deal with disease along in the city. And you were able to actually stop one disease that was rampaging through the slums. Essentially, you discovered dysentery and were able to deal with that due to contaminated water. And that was because the city is built on multiple springs. The rich areas are right next to the fresh water coming up, and there's a straight aqueduct. So as you go along, basically the stratifications of wealth, the farther and farther you get away from the water or the water source, and the more contaminated the water becomes. So Warriors is able to design a tool that purified the water for the people to be able to use that. But he did discover another disease lurking in the city, one that kind of affected everybody across the wealth spectrum. And it was one that basically people would cough up blood or they have trouble breathing, and nothing that any of the apothecaries in the area could deal with. Like eventually, people would just become sickly, lose energy, lose weight, and then just pass away. And you were able to figure out that the root cause of this or the source of this disease was actually a traveling monk who came from the mountains to the west of the desert, who came down to recite poetry, and then the city suddenly had this disease. So, and you also found through Tish's notebook, searching through her times, that Tish did actually invent a cure for it. However, the items you need for that are actually up in the mountains. And so they're extremely rare, the three main ingredients. So that is your next journey after you get back to Alafreya and find the location of Tish's other home before she, or find Tish's home, Alafreya, to get a waypoint to where her next spot was in the mountains. So, yeah, we'll pick up back in the city. So you guys basically had talked to the caravan guild, and they told you essentially that it is suicide to go head out into the desert after the gangs. That people basically get scooped up from the sky, and then they are taken in by the gang, and almost no one escapes the mesa.
Okay. I'm gonna wave my cred stick that I have.
Oh yes, The random cred stick you have, yes.
Multi-pass.
Who are you waving this at?
I'm guessing the leader dude,
The guild leader?
head of the guild. Sure. that
Yeah.
guy.
And so he looks at you, he's like,
Cranberry multi-pass. Yes.
I guess? Why is this old man waving a piece of metal at me?
Multi-pass.
Multi-pass?
Well, let's see if I can remember my accent. Yes. My brother here thinks that if he waves this around, it gives him access to all areas of the city.
Multi-pass.
As you can see, I have tried to explain to him that this does not necessarily work for all the things, but he refuses to believe me.
Oh, okay then. Nonetheless, we won't stop you if you want to head out into the desert to go to Alafreya. But again, I don't think you're gonna find a caravan dumb enough to head out there with you.
That is okay. We are very capable. Are we not, gentlemen? I say, turning around to what I can only assume is Jenkins waving his cred stick at other travelers. And
You're trying to
Robert's
commandeer a wagon.
and Robert's standing there stoically.
I
Not
I know you're trying to
stoically.
commandeer a wagon.
got-
I just imagine Werther's is just smacking somebody with the cred stick and yelling multi-pass.
Yup. Multi-pass.
What is Robert's doing? I must know.
He's just kind of standing a little back, letting the Utaki folk do their thing. He grew a little bit of a twig, so he's kind of just trying to fish out that one boogie in his nose, thinking nobody's looking.
Very
Is it a
capable.
crunchy boogie or a slimy boogie? We gotta know.
No, we don't.
Oh,
Well, you're in the
do.
desert. It's in the desert. It's crunchy.
Gross.
Yeah. But just that one little gooey spot to make sure it sticks.
I'm glad we came back at full steam.
I'm so not happy about this.
Oh boy.
I turned back to the leader. Very
Missed you guys.
capable.
Oh, I'm so sad. There's no train horn. Just the air horn for the emojis.
Oh yeah. We could probably
So-
get like a train horn one if we really
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah. But anyway. So, yeah, the guild leader won't stop you, but it's just kind of like if you're dead set on actually, heading out towards that area, you'll probably need a sled to get out there, or a sand skirter.
Yes. This would be extremely helpful. Where might somebody find one of these vehicles?
I mean,
Or could we use a toboggan?
toboggans work too. You just need a sail.
A sand sailor,
I don't know
if you
how
will.
Oh.
A sa-
Oh.
You got a sand toboggan. You just need to put something to catch the wind. You could also use a kite if you attach the toboggan to your feet.
I thought you were just mentioning that we need to go find somebody that sells toboggans and then sell the toboggan to the toboggan salesman.
But if you sold it to the toboggan salesman, doesn't he already sell toboggans?
Exactly.
But what goal would he have with that? He already has a toboggan.
You get my point. You are a clever man.
My head is in my wings, and I'm like, I swear to God, we are capable. I swear.
So, yeah, if you want to go hunt for someone who will send you basically a sand sailor, you can give me a society check to go look around for someone who's willing to sell you one.
I'll roll it. That sounds hilarious.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I have a +1.
That's a 4.
All right, so
It's a big 4.
if no one else rolls,
I am going to roll please.
Oh,
Okay, well,
All right,
that's better.
so
I got 11 and a 13, which is better
it's
than
not
a
good at all.
4.
It's better than full, but man, it is not good at all for you guys. So you guys go like, all right, we gotta go find a sailorless person, a sand sailor, a sand ship, and you guys wander out, and you're like, howdy, friend, where can I find one of them sand ships? And they just kind of look at the merchants are like, what? I sell nails, buddy. Like they're all like, you guys go into like commodities and stuff like that.
I sell frickin' candles. Why are you even
Yeah, like-
here?
We
Like-
go to the Bolero.
Yeah, basically like one of you goes to a merchant, he sells nails. Another one of you goes to a merchant, he's selling wax for candles. Word goes into the bakery. It's like, I want one sand sailor. And the guy's like, we sell torpedoes. Good. And then he can come out with a sandwich.
I got sandwiches for everybody.
So
You wouldn't think that finding a sand sailor would be this hard.
Oh, sand sailor. Oh, okay. I thought you said sandwich sailor.
I swear to God, we are cable.
Well, clearly one of us knows how to take a joke and one of us doesn't.
Try to think.
What could we do? Could I
Perhaps-
use crafting to find, like, somebody that sells that stuff? Like knowing where the craftsman quarter might be.
okay, so there is that. I don't mind. I think that's a good idea. I do know that Le Honk has a feat that allows him to spend a day. He'll find somebody friendly.
You know, it's been 2 weeks, so I've completely forgot everything about how to play this game. And I do have a feat. Is this it?
well, don't you
should
have two feet?
feet.
I do have 2 feats.
Oh. Oh.
You can track down targets with the help of the locals. Can I get a name from the Travelers Guild about who might have sand sailors?
Sure. So basically, at this point in time, you guys can spend a day doing this with Le Honk, asking around, trying to find people to solve this for you. So if you spend the entire day in the city, Le Honk, you go about like asking about for people like, hey, do you have sand sailors? Do you have sand sailors? Where do I go to actually buy one or rent one, or someone can like give me their old one? After a full day of being in town, eventually you do find like the people who actually craft these things and whatnot. And probably it's a bunch of like wood critters, like, you know, classic squirrels and chipmunks. I mean,
Obviously, a
heck.
beaver.
Yeah, let's say it's a beaver's the foreman
Yep.
who's working the shop. So yeah, you enter into the basically this sandstone workshop, and you can see them all like either with a plane like shaving down different pieces of wood so they're all straight, or polishing it so it will skid across the sand. And it's pretty a loud, noisy area, just wood thunking against things, nails, people hammering stuff together. When
Is
you
the
meet
plane
the,
just the name of the beaver that's flattening out the boards?
Yep, it is now. His name's Plane.
Okay, good.
He's actually just chewing, like scraping off with his teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly how I pictured it.
Yeah,
That's a
Ah.
plane to
Great.
see.
I go to the person that looks like he is in charge of everything, which I'm guessing is the beaver.
Huh, joke's on you, it's a woodchuck.
Oh, okay, I go to the woodchuck. How much wood is he
Sure.
chucking?
All of it.
Okay, good.
Well, that's
just
if
read
a
when he
woodchuck
upchucks
could
it.
chuck wood.
Yeah. And this guy can. So.
I just approach him and I go, "Hello, good sir.
Multipass!
Oh, for Christ's sake."
For this, I don't think we need that yet.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And so you meet the foreman. He's like, what do you want?
We are in need of a sand sailor, and it looks like, and I kind of gesture around, you have the means of providing one, perhaps.
I mean, we do, but if you need to buy a sand sailor, well, you got 3 months.
Well, shit. No, we are kind of in need of a sand sailor in quite a hurry, actually.
Hurry. I mean, all of our sand sailors, everybody's building one, and we have a 3-month backlog. So if you put an order in now, we'll give you one in 3 months. That's how many we're behind on this point in time.
You don't happen to have ones that might, I don't know, be just kind of sitting in the back, in disrepair. You have need of 3 strong and mighty men, gesturing back towards my brothers, who could potentially put it together for you, and we get a slight discount, yes?
Give me a diplomacy roll.
Okay. Okay. Here I go. 36.
Oh yeah, with a
Oh, boy.
36, like he flips through his paperwork, clicks his teeth a little bit, and then he's like, "Yeah, I got one. I got one in the back if you really need it. It's not in the best condition, but if you want to put it back together, I won't stop you."
My brother over here gestures to the large shrub man. Is very good with his hands.
Old man just wiggles his branch fingers.
I like how you have to differentiate between the large shrub man and the small shrub man.
And the small
No, one's a cockroach.
and the small shrub man, he is master at all things wood.
So
I wave with my non-wooden hand.
yeah, and so he's like, "Sure, it's out in the back. If you want to take it, feel free."
Excellent. Thank you very much for your help. This way, gentlemen.
Appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, yes. Also, LeHonk, where's your little protege?
Don't worry. She is scrounging for materials as we speak. We smash cut to her just going through the garbage back.
Oh yeah,
Okay. I just didn't want to leave her alone in the city.
smash
No,
cut to
how
her
was-
just running from the police because she's taking a bunch of tent poles and random wood from other people.
They were in the garbage. They were in the garbage. It's running down the street.
I'm just okay. I've got the police, and they're like moles with little wee woos on their head.
I said what the guards were. I can't
Oh,
remember
that's right.
exactly. They're a little slow, but like, yeah,
They're tortoises.
yeah, the desert tortoises.
I don't remember what you said.
Nonetheless, it's one of those frilled lizards, and he's just flapping his frill back
Oh,
and forth
yeah,
to do the siren or the cherry.
I thought it was monitor lizards, or are they only
Ah.
inside?
Uh,
No,
Now,
they
we
only
did
have
mon-
water monitor lizards.
we did
Mm.
monitor lizards already.
Okay.
No, that's a Komodo dragon. Oh, I mean that is a monitor lizard. Never mind.
Yeah, and you guys fought the monitor lizard guards.
Yes.
Yep,
Oh,
that's true.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, now we have to deal
So-
with the Gila monster.
Ah, we gotta save that up for later. But
the,
no-
the tequila monster?
the tequila monster.
Tequila.
Anyway, but you guys go out in the back. You guys find the basics for a sand sailor, I would say. The frame's there and everything like that. It has like seats, but it's missing quite a bit for it to be actually functioning. So
Okay.
I like to say like how it's designed is basically like how a pontoon plane is. So it sits on like 2 large skis, and when you have the sail up, it kind of tips forward like a hydroplane, and that's actually what skis on the sand.
Oh.
So, but when it's at rest, it's kind of tipped up, so the tail is down. So it kind of
Okay.
carves through the sand like it's skiing.
Wizards, I'm really hoping that you might know what you're doing.
Yeah, probably. I take a look at it. That's what you want me to do to like see what I need to do to finish it up.
Or
Just
crafting.
like straight crafting. Okay.
Yep.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
We're not
I
getting the
was gonna
sand
say,
sailor.
Can I assist with that? But I don't think.
Hero point
Go ahead.
for plot's sake. Oh wow, I was not expecting a crit failure. How's
Ah,
the
that's really-
33?
No.
So, what Werther's does, he wanders over to the wrong sand sailor.
No, I wander over to the trash can.
Yeah, you wander over to the dumpster, like, I could get this to work.
No,
And then the Hawk just turns you around.
wrong sand sailor. I think that one is already called for. And we just see Alana fall from the roof into the
Yeah.
trash can and hold up her tent poles like, I got materials!
Yep.
Yeah, good.
So, with the 33, it's definitely workable. Like, it's going to take you a little bit to actually get this up and running. But yeah, like, it has good bones. It's just going to take you time.
Okay. I think, yeah, I probably have my tools with me, so I probably just get to work.
So,
I will
if,
help by lifting the heavy things.
yeah. So, we did a crafting. The crafting roll is going to cover for Werther's. I want, if you're going to lift, give me athletics, Lehonk.
Heck yeah.
And you're going to help speed this up somehow, Roberts?
Oh, I'm just gonna. I'm kidding. I will summer wooden supports to help hold stuff in place while we fix it.
Yeah, and that's
Oh,
just a ability of yours.
I'll also
Yep,
hold
okay.
the smart end whenever needed.
Got it.
He's
So-
holding the flashlight.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do have that bag of nails from the first shop.
Oh my god,
Perfect.
I forgot about that.
So, with a 33 and a 30, you guys are able to put this thing back into working order. So, it's not the prettiest sand sailor, definitely. Like, there are ones when you guys actually push it out of the city towards the desert. Like, there are ones that are, like, nicely painted. Like, they're nice and finished, glossy. Like, people have taken care of it. And then there's your guys's.
There's like fucking sand yachts, and then there's our little dinky ass rowboat.
Yeah, like, you can definitely tell it's, like, as it's been built with, like, orange boxes. So you can see, like, the labeling of different, like, companies smattered across it. Maybe, like, a couple wine barrels Alana stole, and you use that as, like, the metal, pull that off to, like, strap it.
The tent pole she
got it.
stole is clearly like the main mast for the sail.
Oh, yeah, it's 100% stolen. And, like, the sail itself is something she also stole, so it's definitely someone's tent, and it still has the logo on it.
I'm gonna squish some berries and make like a quick dye paint.
Okay.
Thing. And I'm gonna write SS Parmesan Reggiano.
Yeah, when we get the sale put up and notice the logo, I turn to her. Nice job on getting a branding deal. I hope they're paying us for advertising their business.
Yep.
She definitely does like the. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, but yeah, if you guys are ready, you guys can head out into the desert.
Can we
All aboard the Reggiano.
hand wave the Lehonk went and got desert supplies so we don't
Yeah.
fucking die? Okay.
With the
was just
sailor, you
gonna-
have space to carry it.
Okay,
I
cool.
was just gonna say, shouldn't we go pick up like 8 or 10 water cans?
God, not
You just-
again.
Just wrap the raccoon in it. So, yes, you can
Wait,
hand
hold
wave
on, I
these
know
supplies.
exactly what we need. I'm gonna go get 10 pounds of flint.
Oh God.
It is nice. I can at least summon watery fruit for supplies on the daily basis. So
There you go.
I
Just
can
summon a
literally
watermelon.
yeah,
I can summon a pillar of water.
Yeah, I don't think it's an issue for
No,
you
I
guys.
don't think so.
I think
Yeah.
we're good.
I'll pass out the. I don't know how stealthy we're gonna be with a sand sailor, but I'll pass out the clothing I got from the traveling guild, the disguise clothing.
Oh yes,
Oh.
the one that hides you from above.
Yes.
Don't worry, I
Yes.
have a plan.
Oh, I am very happy that you have a plan.
We'll need to stop probably about 100 feet away from the outskirt of their camp.
Well, their camp is a giant fuck off mesa, so I think we'll be okay. Also, they have very dangerous cannons or something like that, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes, the guild leader told you that they have rifles, essentially.
Ah.
So if you approach the mesa directly, you will most likely get shot at. So that makes the mesa so dangerous. So that's why like towns haven't sent people out to collect the people who got stolen. You get close to it, and you get inside of it, they'll start firing on you, and it's really hard for regular people to like defend against that, considering it's a desert. There's no cover for them to take.
Have they tried coming with hard alcohol
Maybe.
and red solo cups?
She's like, I challenge you to beer pong. Get down here, you bitch.
I come bearing good times and hangovers.
Don't tempt me. I will try that plan, and I have the stats to pull it off.
Not a bad plan, honestly.
It's not actually.
I
Yeah,
like the idea that Lehonk sets up his gaming den as a traveling casino.
You
Come
know
on
what?
down to the
Come
Honk's
on down.
gambling den of debauchery and debauchery.
And butt cheeks.
Debauchery and shiny butt cheeks. Wait, what? So for real?
Yes.
Spend
Oh.
10 gold, get a free butt polish on the house.
Oh yeah. Prestige
Don't-
Station.
Don't tempt me. You just better hang on to your seat, Mr. DM. This is becoming a full-on stupid plan.
When it's like when you lose so much to the house, it's like, oh well, you lost the game, but here's a free butt polish on the house.
Oh wow.
Watch out! Oh, it's so clean.
No.
So
Yeah, let's
But yeah.
start. Let's start with going towards the mesa. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2 days, right?
yeah, it's about 2 days travel to get to the mesa from Belru.
Okay.
So, yeah, you guys head out from the town and you catch the desert wind, and basically the sand sail picks up, catches the wind, and you guys just take off into the desert. So it is. I don't think don't need to describe much of a desert. It's a desert.
It's
It's
sand
large.
and hot.
Yeah.
What kind of sand is it? We need to know the like, is it based off sandstone? Is it more igneous rock? Like, what colors are we getting? What kind of?
I'm
banding?
gonna go with sandstone because I said there's sandstone in the area already. I'm gonna go with because this touches the ocean, pale yellow towards the ocean. But if you're going towards the mountain, it's much darker from the erosion from the mountains coming down.
I'm gonna
And
go.
if you're very
with,
lucky, streaks of black.
I'm gonna go with you find a fork and knife to
Yeah.
eat my whole butt.
What? Yeah. Oh, look at the inventory. Oh, what's that? That's a fork and knife to eat my butt.
And here's a serviette.
Enjoy, sir. So, yeah. So you guys are gonna be traveling for at least 2 days. Essentially, you guys can't travel at night because as the sun dips, so does the wind. So, at night, you guys can settle in. And then in the morning, as the sand heats up, then you can actually catch the wind again, and then take off towards the mesa. So, I want to say your initial first day of travel is pretty uneventful. It's a route that a lot of caravans use, and you're days away from the mesa, so banditry and everything is not super, like, chances of it are not high. So you're still very much within the safe zone. Another day's travel, you're going to be in the area which they tend to pick people up. So, you guys stop for the night. Anything you guys want to do to prep before you continue on the next morning?
So what is the actual plan, my friends?
Well, once we're in range, I'm gonna talk to the spirits of the desert to see what they can tell us about what's been going on in a good way, and maybe some other things. You see, I can come across them and ask them 3 questions.
That might be extremely useful. Like, where the fuck are their sentries, and what is the best way to sneak up on the mesa?
Something like that.
That might be actually very, very helpful and useful. Are we gonna try a sneaky plan or full flash, full show, break out the sparklers?
Yeah, if plan 1 doesn't work, then yeah. So Phil, what I'm using is the feat consult the spirits. Or that's what
Yes.
I'm planning to use.
Yep.
Just so that
sounds
you
good.
can read that and call me on any bullshit that I try to pull.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll read through that and double check with you. I'm actually just grabbing something because I realized I forgot to put something into the game. Just in case you guys get to it, I'm like, I want to have that there.
Fry, you spelled Werther's wrong.
Did I? Or was I just drumming up engagement?
No, you spelled it wrong.
Damn it.
All right.
That says a Weather's original plan.
So,
Is that not how it's spelled?
Werther.
Yeah. The R
give me
silent,
one.
isn't it?
What was
Wait, no,
that feat?
backwards.
Consult the spirits.
Make sure what the limitations on the thing are. All right. You spend 1 hour communing with powerful spirits to gain insight in the world. If you select the advice, choose a particular goal or activity you plan to engage in today, or event you might expect to happen. The spirits share a cryptic clue or piece of advice that could help you with the chosen event. If you select answers, this might.
Because
One
what mine
sec.
says is spend 10 minutes and attempt to check to recall knowledge with the chosen skill.
Oh yes, here we go.
Choose the DC. Use the feat once per hour. On a success. Helpful
Here it is.
attitude.
Reveal themselves to you and with helpful attitudes towards you. Only you can perceive the spirits. They answer 3 simple questions about the environment within 100 feet of you, depending on the skill. You choose that the spirits can contact. Their answers are almost always a single word, and their knowledge is limited within the area of interest.
Okay.
So, yeah. So if you get close to it, yes, they can answer you a question. But it's only about the given environment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And need to be things that they can answer with a single word.
Yes.
It feels like reenacting a movie about Dungeons and Dragons, but with spirits instead of dead people.
What?
What?
No. I have a kind of stupid idea.
Yes.
Could we use your geyser to make a crap ton of mud and disguise our sand sailor to make it more stealthy?
Would it be able to move?
I don't know. I was just thinking about all the logos on the wood.
You know what? If you're just going to cover it, you're basically just trying to like Mod Podge it so that way it's just covered in sand like sandpaper on the outside.
Yeah, just make, because I'm imagining like the logos are super bright and colorful, easy to spot from the sky. If we cover
I
that
would say
in mud.
yes, but I will need like a survival roll on top of it because water's not going to make it stick. But you need to go scour the desert for like
I got
something
you
to make a
on
glue.
that.
You got it? Okay.
I
27.
mean, I was just gonna say I could summon sticky fruit and we throw it out the sails.
Yeah,
Well, that would have the same thing.
yeah. Either
as
way,
water. I got 26 on that survival.
yeah. 26 and be able to summon water to make a paste. You can easily cover the SS Parmesan Reggiano and sand, so it kind of blends in better. So if you're looking at it even from like top view or like slightly to the side, it still kind of looks like sand. So it's a little bit more difficult to see.
This
especially if you have the sail
in
down.
course. Not
Going in
medium or
dry.
fine. Only course. 44
So.
grit.
Ooh, really gonna file it down.
Because I was thinking that we would go in and try and stealth our way in, and then if we get caught, that's when we bring out plan. We want to join your club! Or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was planned. We're a traveling casino.
Is
Why
that
don't we
really the
just-
plan we want to go with? Because I will do that.
Why don't
I
we
think
just
if
walk up and knock on
if
the
sneaking
door?
in doesn't work 100%, just like casino.
Casino, let us join you. We have entertainment. We are dashing. We are daring. We are strong. Yeah, okay. That's the plan.
I'm sorry, Fry. I talked over you. What were you trying to say?
Why don't we just go knock on the door?
Because we will get captured and thrown in jail. Or shot at.
I mean, maybe, but you are the lauded Lahonk. And what are they going to do when the Dread Monk Roberts says, hello, do you have this?
Shoot you.
That's just rude.
I do not think they are very friendly people.
Okay.
In my experience with slavers, no, they're not good people.
Which reminds me, I'm gonna pull out the old deer skull helmet that Alana used to
Oh,
wear
yes.
and
Yep.
just slam it on her head for protection.
She's like, yes. She's like, yes, intimidation. Got it.
No, that is to stop the
And then she-
weapon from hitting your brain.
And now she goes back to throwing it back while stabbing.
Oh, god damn it!
And remember, you need to ask for payment up front first.
I love this little raccoon.
The epitome of dumpster panda.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go while shaking it and stabbing at the same time.
Next thing, we're going to introduce her to smokeless tobacco. She'll just have a can of skull.
It's just worse and worse as we go on.
Okay. Yeah. Plan, try and sneak in is in full effect.
All right. So, let's go for going to the next day then. If you guys are going to try to sneak. So, the sun rises, and as the desert sand heats up, the wind picks up, and you're able to catch the breeze there, and then you guys can head off into the desert further to the mesa. And so, I would say it's about like noon, little past noon, when you guys actually see the mesa peer over the horizon. And like many things, it's huge. I think. Oh, I don't know the actual Aboriginal name for it, but it's the one in Australia, the gigantic formation.
Yeah, I don't remember what the name is of that.
We call it Ayers Rock. It's also called Uluru. Or Uluru.
Ooh, that's what it is. It's imagine that. So just that coming up off the horizon, just this huge rock formation. But as you guys get closer to it, you can see that there is a makeshift town built on top of it. You can see pillars. It's basically like salvaged wood from maybe other sand sailors. They built into a wall, and they've carved out different stone and slowly have built it up into this Mad Max-esque like city sitting on top of it. So you're not close enough within firing range, but now you guys can very obviously see what you're dealing with.
All right. Am I in range to talk to the spirits?
Yeah, I would say you're within range. You're not 100 feet from the mesa itself, but you are like, if people have died or dealt with it, you're within range of that, I'll say.
All right. Then I will try to commune. I'll spend the 10 minutes to try and commune with them.
Okay. And then what
Uh,
skill you're gonna roll with?
My skill is nature,
Okay.
so with leshy thingies.
Okay.
25.
It's a success, but not a critical success.
Okay, so they're
So I think-
indifferent to me.
Indifferent, I think they'll answer 2 questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we get 2 questions.
Yeah, like a cactus leshy appears, and I'm gonna
Does
see.
it do a little
Oh,
dance?
it does now, and like a dung beetle
Yes.
appears in front of you. The spirit of a dung beetle and a cactus leshy.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, so we get 2 questions, and they can only give me a 1-word answer.
Mm-hmm.
How many sentries are around the perimeter of the town?
So, you see the Leshy and the Dung Beetle look at each other and like start counting, and then the Leshy turns to you and says 30.
Oh my god. Oof. That's disgusting.
Mind you, you said the entire perimeter, so there's people surrounding this area.
Okay.
And it's a big ass rock, so.
Yeah, so they're spread out quite a bit.
Okay. How could I get a 1-word answer? Which direction is safest for approach into town?
Oh. So the spirits look at each other again. And so I want to give you kind of like an idea or visual map. So if, like we were staring down at the mesa, and going away from you is north, going towards you is south.
Mhm.
So the and you guys are, let's say, to the south now. So you're on the south face of the mesa. The Leshy and the Dung Beetle look at each other for a little bit, and then they're like, up.
From the sky.
Oh, coming in from the sky.
That's
Yeah,
my
basically-
guess.
You get that. They're saying what direction, because you asked what direction is.
I should have said
is-
cardinal direction, shouldn't have I?
But you said direction, and there's just like the top, like if you were to come from above it, is the safest way.
Okay, I can think of something stupid with that.
Yeah, that's basically said. They're saying, or I should say above. That's the direction
Above. Yeah.
instead of up.
Okay. Thank you, little friends. Here.
Yep.
Have a spiritual Werther's original.
They
I
take it.
somehow
And
pull the spirit out of one of the candies and hand it to them.
you had the candy. You go, where you pull it out like a string of essence,
Essence of Werther's. Oh no.
and then you're like, I've invented a new drink. It's called a LaCroix.
It's actually pronounced La Croix.
Eh,
Like a
As a-
croissant.
It's a LaQuack.
That
It goes well with your croissant.
Aha.
that is a hilarious impression of our brother.
I take offense to this. I do not quack.
But you do eat croissants.
I do. They are delicious.
So, as you guys get a little bit closer to the mesa, I want everyone to give me a perception check. You're not within firing range of it, but you're just getting up to it.
Crit.
No.
All right, we have a crit fail, and a 34. So, okay. The crit and the 34 pass. That's an obvious one. So
Yeah.
the group passes, but we have a crit failure and a crit success at the same time. And usually what I do for this is that they just cancel each other out, and you guys get a success.
Mhm.
So you guys save each other on this one. But what I can say with this is, while you guys are sailing, I want to say Lehonk is probably driving this thing. So that's why he doesn't see it initially.
All done. Rock near him.
Yeah. What you
I said
see
it
as you get
Golden
close,
else for the jokes.
as you get closer and closer, is very like, I imagine akin to like sand, like when you see ships when they get close to like a sand reef or a sand barrier, there's just multiple ships or a coral reef. You see sand sailors, and there's a lot of them in front of you.
Oh, jeez.
So it's all like, and I'm going to say with this, it's a pretty good success. Like a 30s are great. You can actually see like there's a point where like you can see damaged stuff, and there's a point where you can't see it. Like there's an obvious line in the sand where there are
Oh.
damaged ships, damaged sailors, and behind that line there are not. So you guys basically understand that's the range you're seeing.
If
So
we
past
get
that point,
closer to the mesa, they can't fire at us.
no, I'm saying that you guys are outside of range
Mm-hmm.
right now, and the sand sailors mark that range.
Gotcha.
So you can see if you cross that line, they're now within firing range of them.
Okay.
And that line is about 300 feet away from the foot of the mesa.
All right. Above table, I have 2 ideas.
Okay.
Idea number 1 is I use a spout to like catapult us into the air atop of the rock. Idea number 2 is I summon a dragon to fly us in. Because I have that spell.
Every campaign, you somehow get a summonable dragon.
Yeah, because it's fucking awesome.
I don't blame you. That's just impressive. You managed to pull it off in 3 different ways as well.
How high does spout go? Because I am intrigued by just a spout of water.
It doesn't tell me. It just says that it's a 5-foot cube that shoots up, and it does 2d4 bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say the mesa is probably gonna be higher than your spout of water can go.
It is.
Okay.
It is a pretty high. It's a mesa. It's, imagine, like I said, the one in Australia.
Yeah.
Like what's the height of that one actually?
So ride the dragon.
That is not,
So.
that is not planned sneak into the city.
Uluru is almost 3,000 feet tall.
Well, actually, we could make plan ride the dragon work because 2 of us have full flight, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So at least LeHonk and I could land in town safely. So the Dread Monk Roberts and
Alana.
What's Her Butt are going to be...
Distraction team?
Well, either we can see if LeHonk can hold 2 people and land, or...
I would probably be able to hold Dread Monk Roberts. Because he's small.
What if
That'd be up to
I
Philip.
What if I summon a triangular chunk of wood large enough to act as a kite?
I mean, the trick is you could recraft the sand sailor into a kite. You do have a canvas you can use. Like,
I could do that, yeah.
Much effort?
yeah, you could make a hang glider, but
Because
I
if
mean-
if we go far enough away to summon the dragon and go high enough, technically they wouldn't be able to notice it if we jumped off.
yes, I will say that is true.
That is a plan we could do.
So, yes,
kinda
you
like
could-
it.
You can make a makeshift parachute or like Breath of the Wild hang glider for Roberts and Alana.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Yeah. I do
Okay.
like that idea. Craft the hang glider and the flying people pull it.
Yep.
Okay.
So I don't think it's even them going to pull it. You guys are just Roberts and Lana are going to like parachute in. So
And me and
Oh.
Werthers are gonna just fly in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I need a crafting roll to make those parachutes.
All right. Yeah. Somebody should help out.
I can try.
I have a +10 in crafting.
Hey,
The Honk's helping out.
I don't have any other.
Minus
I don't
one.
have any other rerolls. So.
All right, here we go. I got a 27.
27. That's a pass. So
Alright.
with the 27, Werthers and Lehonk work together on this one, and you take apart the mass, and you're able to build basically a pretty rigid airframe glider for both Alana and Roberts. So luckily Roberts is small, so you can use a little bit less, and then have enough for Alana as a hand glider. So it's very much you'll jump off the dragon, pop it open, and then very Legend of Zelda style, be able to like glide down into the city. So I'll be getting acrobatics checks from those 2 later.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh man, I was hoping for athletic check.
Mm,
You know, I could be convinced with athletics too.
Okay.
Okay.
So just different DCs.
Okay. So we know 300 feet is where their rifles land.
Mhm.
So
Probably another 200 to 300 feet past that to summon the dragon.
yeah, so that we're like kind of out of eye shot,
Mm-hmm.
or at least blending
Sure.
in with the horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. So you want to summon that dragon?
Oh yeah.
Should we
Yeah.
also
I'll cast Summon Dragon to summon a Flame Drake.
should we
So,
also wait for
how
sunset and
is-
fly in from
Yeah,
the sun?
that works. That works too.
How am I gonna summon this Flame Drake?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Dang, I'm trying to think of the words. And the words aren't coming. Why aren't the words coming? Heh. I take some seeds that are from like the flamin' hot cherry.
Okay, got it.
The flamin' hot cherry pits,
Mhm.
and I douse them with a little bit of capsaicin lizard
Got it.
blood, and I start chanting the arcane thingamajigger, and when I press it into the ground, I'll say the name of the dragon, and his name will be Fiddlestacks McBumper Doots.
You say his name, Fiddlesticks McBumper Doots. You say it 3 times like Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Yep.
And then you guys feel the magical energy in the desert. You feel the sand like whirl up into a maelstrom around you guys. As you hear this like this ominous hum start appearing and like surrounding you, and then just this gust of wind blow down from on top of you as probably something the size I want to say is maybe 8 feet long is a bright red dragonfly with jade wings hovers out like and like lands.
Hell yeah.
Okay. It can still breathe fire, so I'm okay with this.
Oh, it 100% can. It's just where you've never seen a dragon.
I know. I like,
So
I like this anyways.
Yes. So this giant
Oh.
dragonfly lands in front of you.
You know, these babies, they have a 95% kill rate when they're hunting.
Well, let's go
Excellent.
hunting then.
Let's go hunting.
All right. Since it's a large creature in comparison to us, I think it should
Yes.
be able to carry all
Oh,
of this with
Easily.
ease.
Yeah.
All right. I definitely say hi and do the secret handshake with Fiddlestacks.
Oh, definitely. You guys do the full like slap, slap, and then fist bump.
Then I'll unsummon Old Man as we hop on.
Sure. For some reason, all I wanted to do was like when you said like these things have a 95% kill rate. I wanted it to blink asynchronously, but I realized dragonflies don't have eyelids.
No, they don't.
They have compound eyes, so they don't have those.
Maybe it does like the weird snake thing when they like stretch their jaw and it looks
Yeah.
like they're dislocating it.
Yep. You're like,
Okay.
But-
So, I turn to Alana as we hop on this dragon. Okay, so we are going somewhere very dangerous.
uh-huh.
Very evil people.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
So, you stick by me,
Uh-huh.
okay?
Got it.
I
Alana
give her the mom look. I'm being serious right now. You stay by me.
And
Okay,
Alana,
well, don't run as fast then.
Alana, what do you do if somebody who is not us grabs you?
Oh, that's easy. And she does these things, same thing they all caught her.
Twerk, 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 stab, stab, stab.
That's
Yeah,
right.
she stabbed, but as she's going, so it's like, well, it depends. If they're coming from the front, and then she goes backwards while stabbing. If they coming from the back, she's going backwards while stabbing behind her.
Perfect. Stick him with
And
some
then-
pointy end.
No.
And she's like, if you come from the side, then she's like hip thrusting to the side. See, that's all on the hips. She said, all on the hips.
Does she have any reaction to a cockroach just The fact that a cockroach summoned the dragon is just chilling out.
There is
She's never seen
this
me.
this raccoon has a deer skull on its head, and it twerks to stab.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And it fell from the roofs with all you guys' building supplies. She's very much like, rolling with the punches now.
Fits right in with us.
So, but yeah, if you guys, if after you summon the dragonfly, you know, it unfurls its wings, all four of them go sunk, and then just that ominous hum picks up as its wings start picking up speed, and it just lifts off the ground.
So, guys, are we still doing stealth landing or guns blazing? I need to know how I'm landing.
I think the plan is this. Or, no, there'd be wind. I think the plan is to go stealthily.
For as long as possible. For as long as possible.
Okay, I will not land hard then.
Yeah, you guys take off on the dragonfly, and you guys fly way the fuck up in the air, to the point where, like, to get the stealth and everything like that, like, maybe Lehonk has flown this high up, but it's still like, holy shit levels you guys take off to get up into the air, to the point where you almost think you can see the edge of the desert, how high you guys are going up.
Is it
So-
flat or is it round?
Oh, there's definitely a curvature to the earth.
Darn it.
Get your flat earth BS out of this podcast.
While we're up high, I take a moment and I just look in the direction of Nola. Do I see anything?
Nope, you're still too far away. But you definitely can see, like, the bits of Belru. It's like maybe the light shimmering from it.
Guys, I can't see my house from up here.
Oh no, we are way too far away.
We must go higher.
No, we will suffocate.
Mammals with their never having flown before.
I
I
know.
swear.
So, yeah, you guys take off, and the dragonfly gets into position, and then you're just above the mesa. And from what the vantage point you guys have, you can see directly into it. And so you see, from your view, pretty high up, but you can get the general feel of the town. And you see that there's that perimeter wall you guys saw when you're at the bottom of it, and you see that basically there's a mining pit in the center. So they've done that very classic pit mining, where they're basically drilling into the mesa, and they have basically houses along the edges.
So, just so I'm clear, our goal is to go into this village and free this village from the gangs, yes?
Yep.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, like, you wanted to go here so you can find the next waypoint to figure out where Tish's diary takes you, because her diary has a waypoint relative to this location.
That's
If
right.
you try to find her next step, you won't understand her directions. But of course, to get the waypoint, you're jumping into an evil gang's territory. So,
And as former heroes of the land, it would be not very good of us to get into this village, find the waypoint, and be like, all right, all you people who have been enslaved, bye.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. All right. From our vantage point, can we see, like, a good place to land? An advantageous point to land.
I guess, like, for you and I, Lehonk, we should try and land on, like, a roof as softly as possible.
Yeah.
For the other two, I don't... No, the mine might be too obvious. So that'd be the
And-
easiest target point.
Yeah, it is a pit mine, so the center is the deepest.
Yeah.
So think of Made in Abyss, where you have just
Yeah.
this gouge in the earth. They're hollowing out this mesa.
Do they have a beetle landing pad?
I mean,
So-
from this height, you really can't tell, but you assume if there's any flying insects, they probably have a landing strip. Same thing with avians or any other flying creatures. They probably have a landing strip for them.
I mean, we could tell them to land there. Be easy. No.
What other points of interest do we see?
Okay, so you guys look. So if you're looking up from the top down, the center you can see light, and it kind of like spirals out from there. So you assume the center is the most active point of the mining. As they're digging down, they're carving it out, hollowing it out. And so the parts of the mine which are no longer actively mining, you can see like buildings lining those like steps of the mine, essentially. And from there, you can't see individuals. You're way too high up to really understand where people are. But you do see like, oh, there's some flat top buildings here. The outer edge of the mesa or the town, probably not the best place to land because it's jagged, built from scrap wood, and it's a wall. They don't want people climbing over it. So probably not your best idea to land. So the areas is probably somewhere along the like rim of the mine, on top of some of the buildings. Is your best like
Sneak in
bet
point.
to land.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably like somewhere in like that's
Yeah.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
And
something that's less well lit.
Yeah.
yeah, and what you notice, and I'll give you this as you guys are looking down at it because you guys have enough time to examine it from your position without being noticed, is that the tops of the mesa, so there's the wall, which is probably the highest point, and you go one step down. Those have the largest and probably the best built buildings you can see. But as you get closer to the bottom pit, you get more like Hoover towns, very ramshackle, like tin roof buildings.
Does
So-
it look like the entire top of the mesa is just basically dedicated to this mining operation?
At this point, yes.
Okay.
It looks like they've been at it for a long time.
Okay, got it. So yeah, I think one of the buildings, not directly into the center of the mine,
Mhm.
that's kind of flat and not ramshackled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. You guys can dive right in. So you guys jump off the dragonfly, and Werther's and they honk. You take flight as you guys normally do. So I need a roll from Roberts,
All right.
and I'm gonna get one from Le Honk.
Okay.
But the trick is, so this is for Alana. So an Alana is a level 1 character.
I was
For
just
this.
about to say, when I take off for flying, because I'm a goose,
Mhm.
and they know how to fly information to make other geese's flight easier, I'm gonna try
Sure.
and use those skills to make her flight easier.
Sure. So, since you're not rolling for yourself, you're actually rolling for Alana on this one. So I want you to roll me since Robert is rolling athletics, you're going to roll athletics, but you're going to lose. It's going to be a -5
Okay.
because you're not rolling with your full potential, and this is kind of countering her lack of skill.
Yeah, I'm trying to use my skills to make up for her lack of.
Yes. So, an athletics from both of you, so they can
All right.
you guys can control your fall.
So can I
17 for Alana.
Yeah.
can I take a quick moment before I deploy the glider and channel elements and then summon my armor and just gain some weight and kind of just aim down to pick up momentum past the others before pulling it out?
I will say that I don't think that's how the shoot was designed. So if you do
Okay.
that, you
Yeah.
risk breaking it.
Okay. Shoot.
We did not design it for you to be Chonky Boy.
Okay. Darn.
Don't
I'll
worry, Chonky Boy time will come.
Really? Only 25?
Yeah. Okay. So, with a 25, Roberts, you're able to guide your glider onto the edge of the mines. You land with a thud. So not the most graceful because you just succeed in landing in the correct area.
You know what? This is important. May I use my hero point?
Yeah, you may.
Okay. It's better.
It's better.
23?
So,
yeah,
23.
23.
So you tried to guide Alana back down to Earth at this point in time, and she does fairly well. I would say, trying to keep up with you and trying to like land correctly. But to the point where she's supposed to land, I'm gonna say she doesn't land correctly on this one. So she does land on the outer rim, but she just hits it and then rolls off.
Like, ah, shit.
Yeah, and then rolls into camp.
All right, I'm gonna land like. I'm not trying to make a big flashy entrance, but I want to land close enough where I can help her. Should people come to stab her?
Sure. Yeah. So you get to this point where I'm gonna put you guys onto a map right now.
Da 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 da.
So I'm gonna move Jenkins here. I'm gonna move him here. Oh, do I not have I need camera here. I don't have an Alana token, so we'll just have to play it by ear at this point.
Give
it's
her a
almost like you
blart.
guys have been- It's almost like you guys have been busy or something.
What?
Yeah, you know.
Doing for a couple weeks.
No.
Jeez.
I know. I don't. Oh, I could build an Alana token in 1 second. I had the image and everything, so it's not like it's that hard.
Waiting for a thing.
This one? Yep, here it is.
Waiting on a token.
There you go. There's
Yeah.
the token, and we'll just fade this.
Want me to go to battle time?
You don't have to, but it just give you guys some perspective of what you're doing.
Okay, I like that token.
Which one? Just her in a tree?
Yeah. It kind of looks like the, oh, fuck, what have I done now thing.
Yeah, basically. I love this picture. So, but yes. So, you land in the lower parts. So, Roberts and Werther's, you guys are up top on the upper parts of the mine, while Lehonk and Alana are down below.
Okay.
So, and when Alana lands and makes a crash noise, that kind of alerts people in the town that you've arrived. They don't know about Roberts nor Werther's arrival. They all go running towards Alana.
Is it definitely like they have seen her and spotted her?
I won't say they have seen her yet, but it's one of those things. They heard someone land on a roof and then fall off the roof
It's fair.
and to the ground. So it's one of those things like, they're all like, excuse you? Type of thing.
May I find, or try and find, a barrel, a crate, a tent to pop into to hide?
Sure,
Crates
give me a
and
stealth check.
barrels?
This'll go well. This'll go fun.
Yeah,
25?
25, yeah, you grab a barrel and you pop it over yourself and you drop.
I'm hoping to, drag Alana with me and hide her as well.
Okay, with the barrel, I'm going to say only one of you can fit in it, since it's not crit success.
Oh, Alana, for sure.
Yeah, so you grab
hide
her,
her.
so you run and go, thunk, and you just put the barrel over her. And hell,
Okay.
I'm going to say you put it over it and you kick her into the wall, so she kind of like gets pushed against the wall.
Perfect. I'm going to strike a very casual pose against the wall of a building or something, like smoking a cigarette.
Sure. Yeah, you do that. Give me
In
one.
the area where I think I heard Alana fall at,
Mhm.
Assuming this map is to scale,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one of my like cucumber seeds
Mhm.
and crush it and cast spout at that area
Oh, okay.
to
so you
make
just
a
thing of water just shoots up.
and make more sound to make it seem like something strange happened there.
Okay, yeah. So, after a moment or two, like I would say it's only a few seconds after you shove Alana in the barrel, there's a couple animals that run out into the it would be liberal to call it a street, the walkway.
Yeah.
Like it's enough for two people to walk past each other. That's how, and like to your side, basically the honk, is maybe a 10 to 15 foot drop to the next one. And then there's another 10 foot, so it keeps going down.
Like
So you would
giant
drop on,
stairs, basically.
yeah, like it's basically a stair. Like that's how pit mining works. They drill in stairs to get down to the center, and then they work their way out.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, so you're looking at it that way. When I want to say a couple of sugar gliders come running out with rifles, and one's holding a
how
blunderbuss.
adorable and deadly.
Yeah.
All right, here's my plan. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, it was so weird. I was standing here taking my break, and all of a sudden, and I'll point to the puddle of water, a geyser just blasted out to the ground. It must be activity from Z Spring. A little pressure buildup. I'm sure it is nothing.
Sure, give me deception.
Okay.
I could help more and make another one happen.
I'll be right back.
Yep. At this point in time, you need to roll a stealth roll to make sure they don't see a cucumber seed fly off and cause it.
Does Shawnee want the extra help?
Let me roll. Let me see what we get here.
Okie doke.
Oof, 23.
Yeah, they're not buying it.
Okay. I'll be sneaky. A 21.
Okay. You can cast it if you want.
So 21. It sounds like I don't have. I'm barely hidden. Yeah.
I'm gonna say you throw the cucumber seed, and basically what happens is that they honk, says his line. It's like, oh, it's weird. Oh, excuse me, I have a kiddo call.
Okay.
Oh, we'll go ahead and just go on break here really quick.
Okay. So we're back.
Oh, we're back.
It was a very short break.
It was. So you basically throw the cucumber seeds while the honk is trying to do this lie to deceive the guards. And the honk, you say, like, oh, it's weird. Like, a geyser just appeared out of nowhere. It's really strange. And they're not really buying it because they're like, the sugar guy's like, who are you? And then one of them gets hit in the head with a little bit of a seed. And it falls and then causes another geyser to go off. They're like, what the hell was that? Like, one was like, what the hell was that?
Can I quickly look around? Does it look like anybody else is coming?
Not that you can see. It looks like maybe this is these are guys are from the closest guard post.
Great, I'm gonna grab one and try and chokehold him.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Athletics?
Yeah, let me check his What are the? Sorry, I had an enemy on here, but it's not. It didn't change. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and give me athletics.
Hi, Fry. You didn't miss much. I'm choke holding a sugar glider.
Oh, I heard everything. I just had to clean up after a sick kitty.
Oh, poor kitty.
Yeah. She kept
Somebody
aiming for my
eat too
fen-
fast.
I don't think so. I'm not sure what's up.
Son of a bitch.
Oh
She was
boy.
aiming for my expensive backup microphone as well every time. It's just.
I got a crit
don't
fail,
know.
guys.
I saw.
Oh no.
I don't have a
That's funny.
reroll.
I know.
Yeah.
This is about to be fun.
This is about to be real fun. Real quick.
So, they honk. Well, when they're a little bit confused, you go up to try to grab one, and with that crit fail, so one of them, like they feel you grab them, and you get in a tussle with him, and so you're both prone on the ground.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, and that alerts the other guy. He's like, "Oh!" and he starts ringing a bell.
Okay. Um. Damn, I don't want to do that yet. I'm gonna scurry over to this house here, or whatever this is,
Okay.
and can I? I'm gonna put like my antenna against the wall and see if like I hear people inside.
So I'm gonna place down. That's not right.
Double the Alana. Double
We
the
must
time.
find another Alana.
Double
It's
Alana.
Mega Alana.
Nega. Oh, that's why. There we go. There's your sugar gliders.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Alana's here, and they honk, and the sugar glider are both gonna be prone on the ground. As you guys are just caught in a fight right now.
I tried, guys. I'm so sorry.
So
I
you
tried
run
to-
over to this like essentially guard tower.
Oh, is that what
And
that is?
yeah, we're gonna say that's a guard tower, and you like put your antenna against it, and you don't hear anything in that particular guard tower.
Okay. Okay, I have a really dumb idea.
Hmm.
I'm thinking about lighting this guard tower on fire.
Do it.
Do it. It could only go horribly wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I pull out my flint and steel and like try to light it on fire.
Skill do you use to do arson?
I
Survival?
Roll
Survival?
arson.
I don't know what arson is. I want to say it's
I
survival.
mean,
use
to make
flint
a
and
fire
steel.
would probably be survival.
Yeah, I'm gonna go survival. That makes sense to me.
Roll to arson. 20.
So they honk. You're like like fighting this sugar glider. And it's like trying to bite you and scratch you. The other one's like, oh, true. He's ringing a bell like a cowbell or something like that. And Jenkins over there like, I got it.
Roberts, you want to add to this chaos?
Did I not catch it on fire with the 20?
And not right away.
Oh, okay.
So stealth failed, obviously.
Yeah.
So instead of my original plan of cosplaying as a box of torn down wooden boxes. Alright. Channeling my elements. Armor and up. And it's a good one. Am I allowed to go beyond the 3 action limit?
We are outside of the action thing, but if you do a hostile action, I'm gonna move it into combat.
Oh. I'm just going to use wooden palisade and use that wall to start by blocking the door to the guard tower where this is catching on fire, and cut off the escape of the few guards who came out.
Okay, yeah. So we'll just say the door or the stairwell there is all blocked off now. So
We are not locked out. They are locked in here with me. It's a fucking
locked.
cage match now.
yeah.
Yep.
So give me some of that goddamn initiative.
Okay.
Let's try to deal with these two guards before the next set come in.
I got 20.
21.
I got a 23.
All right. So, Le Honk, you go first in this fight. You're currently duking out with the guard or Buccaneer 1.
Okay. So as a free action, I can rage.
That's it.
Ooh.
Oh, gotcha.
Ooh,
Yeah. Okay, so I have raged.
Yep.
I am technically prone, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Second action, I'm gonna stand up.
Got it. We can get rid of prone.
Okay. I don't technically have my weapon out because I was flying, so that makes sense to me. I'm gonna bite him with my beak.
Yeah.
Beak bite. 31 to hit.
31 hits.
18 beak damage.
Yeah, 18 beak damage. As you raise up, go, oh, bam, and just hit him square on the head with your beak.
Yeah.
As you just let out like a honk, and go, bam, and just hit him in the head.
You get
Right.
over here and fight me like a man.
It's going to be Buccaneer 2, who's the one who's ringing the bell, and he sees the wooden palisade go, shoo, and he's like, huh, and then he stops for a moment. He's like, what the? And I'm going to say he doesn't have line of sight on you two just yet, because you're so far back from the edge of everything. So he's going to turn, and he's going to point his gun at Le Honk.
It's fair.
And he's going to just
That bitch.
pop a few rounds from his blunderbuss. So 33, 24, and 27.
33 hits, 27 meets it. So
Okay.
two
so we
hits,
have
I think.
Two hits. So that's 23 damage.
They're hitting me with a weapon. What's
A
20?
weapon that is
What's 23 minus 7?
23 minus 7. That's going to be 16.
16 damage to me.
Yep. All right. Yep.
That
that's
takes out
physical.
all my temporary, and so 1 damage to my current HP.
All right. That was his turn. So the next one that you smacked with your beak that was on the ground, this Buccaneer is going to stand up. So do you have attack of opportunity as a barbarian yet? While you're raging and whatnot?
I thought I did. Let's see here. Reactive strike. I certainly do.
All right.
Another
Go
beak
ahead and-
strike.
Go ahead and smack this man.
For the eyes.
39 to hit.
That's a crit.
Hell yeah. 40 damage with the
Jeez.
beak.
Ow.
So like you hit him and like he gets up, he scrambles to his feet, like goes to reach for his rifle, like as he's standing up, and you're full on wings open, and like eyes like bloodshot, and you come down
Eyes
like
blood-
yeah, dude, you just hit him like it's like a fucking like chisel going into stone.
And you see, as the wings spread wide, the red feathers just basically glowing.
Yeah. So that's a stand. He's going to stand up, and now he's going to try to hit you with the butt of his weapon. So he's going to swing. So that is only a 26, and that one's a 27. So it's one more hit.
One more hit.
And this is going to be bludgeoning. So 20 bludgeoning. Oh,
Okay. Oh, and he hit me with... Oh, so... math is really hard, you guys.
I take another 7 off.
7, yeah.
Yeah,
So 13.
yeah. It's physical damage. So,
There you go.
and that's
Yeah.
gonna be his turn.
I have resistance 7 to all weapons damage, basically.
Yep. So, Roberts, it's your turn.
All right. So since that was an overflow, I'm going to start off by re-upping my channel. All right. What does that do? No, it's not. All right. So I'm going to run and leap down onto this guard. So that's 2. And let's choose a weapons infusion. How do I do that again?
There should be a weapons infusion effect.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I choose it when I.
Yeah. So it's a free action. So when you make an attack, you can choose the trait it takes. So you just have to tell me, and so you can change the range, or you can add a trait to it.
I'm going for bludgeoning. What do I do? Forceful. Forceful knocks him back, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try and knock him back into the spiked palisade while at his back.
Go right ahead.
21?
A 21 does not hit.
Darn, so Robert just comes down and his arm morphs into a goose head. Goes to
Wooden goose
Yep.
instead of cobra.
Swings it. Yep. Swings it. Goes to mimic La Honk's action. Whiffs.
Yep. This one's on his feet, so he sees it coming. So he's like, it dodges out of the way. So you just miss hitting him. So, if I remember correctly, what's channel elements? Yeah, action. You moved, and then you
Yep.
make a strike. So that's it.
Yep.
So, Werther's, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna work more on the fire.
Okay. So, if you're going to continue focusing on that fire, I'm going to say with that 20, it will light.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
My wall phase. I should have. Damn it. I have
Okay.
to
Next
action to
turn.
maintain it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, does that just take one action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because essentially you spend an entire turn trying to light this thing on fire.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. You can't stealth and try and hit a target, can you?
I think if you're a rogue, you can.
I am not, so I can't.
Yeah.
Do that. Okay. Then I think I'm in range. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Electric Arc with my other 2 thingamajigs.
Okay.
And both of the Buccaneers need a DC 20. Need to do a 26 DC
Reflex save.
Need
Yep.
a 26 reflex save. Ah, words. And
All
if
right.
they pass it, they take half that.
One failed, one passed. So Buccaneer 2 will take 16 electrical damage. Buccaneer 1 will take 8.
Okay.
All right.
Me.
So we go top of the round. Lehonk's turn.
My honk's turn. Oh boy, I'm gonna spend my first action doing pulling out my muckateel,
Okay.
and then I'm going to beat this guy's brains in.
All right. Do it.
27 to hit.
27 just misses.
Oh, let's see. It was 2 actions. Let's
Yep.
go another beating. Let's try. Damn it! 27 again!
All right. So, we go to Buccaneer 2, who's now engaged with Roberts. So Roberts, he's going to try to smack you with the butt of his blunderbuss. So he's going to
Okay.
swing at you. So, oh wow, this guy. So he hits with a 35, a 31, and a crit fail.
Oh.
So you'll take the damage on those.
Hang on. I think I have something.
Okay.
Okay, so on his last attack, I'm gonna rebuff him.
Okay, go ahead.
So what's the damage on the first 2 out?
The first 2 are 19 and 19. So 38 total.
Okay.
Okay, and you're gonna rebuff him and you shove him. If you succeed, you trigger the shove action, so you have to actually roll athletics.
Okay. Easy enough. Pushing him into the spike palace. Oh, the wall's gone. Never mind. 23. Why am I
23.
rolling so poor on my athletics?
Because we
Yeah,
fucked up.
that's not good enough to actually push him. You shove him, but it doesn't actually move him more than 5 feet. So he's gonna stay still on the map. So that's gonna be Buccaneer 2's turn. Buccaneer 1 is engaged with Le Honk in combat. So he's going to continue in the fight because that's all they do. That's all they have is actually start punching. 24, a 25, and a 16.
All miss.
All right, yeah, you guys just in the midst of combat, and he's just like trying to pummel you with the back of his gun, and just like how you're missing and dodging, and he's also missing and dodging while you're dodging. We go to Roberts. It's your turn.
Okay. Gonna start with Ravel of Thorns. So they take they take damage and reduced movement.
Okay.
Next up. Weapon infusion. Stick with melee again. What one am I doing? I just out of range for sweep, isn't he? So I'm going with backswing.
Swing. Go ahead and give
Swing
me
and
a 34 hits. Yep.
Okay.
Roll me damage.
Is it just regular damage?
Just regular damage, not crit.
Okay. 14.
14. All right. Yeah, you swing out and you bash this sugar glider in the head. So you have one more action, I believe.
Oh, that. Last. Weapon infusion lasts for the whole turn, doesn't it?
I
no.
believe it ends on the beginning of your next turn, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
Next. Yeah, doesn't say.
So I can change it up too?
Oh, well, it doesn't say when it's supposed to end. But it's technically a free action if you want to change it if your next attack's going to be Elemental Blast.
Okay, yep. And I'm going to change this one up to be forceful.
Okay, go ahead and swing again.
23.
23 does not hit. So. Alright, we go to Jenkins.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna skitter
Okay.
on over to about there. Just staying on the upper cliff,
Okay.
and I'll do. I'm gonna cast another electric arc, hitting these two. So they just need to do the reflex save.
Right. So it's a pass on one, on 2, and a pass on 1. So they'll both take 6 damage.
Okay. And that's me.
All right. Lehonk, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's try this one more time. Bonking. Son of a gun?
All right. He's gonna swing back at you,
That's fair.
and he also misses. All right. Go ahead.
We're just slap fighting at this
Yeah,
point.
at this point in time.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and bonk him one more time. Let's see.
Yeah.
36 to hit. There we go. All right.
36 to hit. Roll me damage.
28 damage to
28
Buccaneer
damage.
One.
Yeah. As you hit him with your finally land and hit him with your Mukateel.
All right. One more time. Here we go now. 28.
28 meets it, so roll me damage.
Oh, yes. Let's go. 25 more
Hit him
damage to
again.
him.
Jeez Louise. As you're just hacking into the sugar glider.
Trying to hit his stupid arm flaps. You call those wings?
Yeah, he's like, you're just like, just bashing this tiny creature. All right, so it goes to Buccaneer 2, who's engaged with Roberts in a fight. So he's going to continue swinging. So 25, 27, 24. Any of those hit? For Roberts?
Do you, Roberts?
Sorry. Door made a noise. Thought someone was out there. What were the numbers again?
25, 27, 24.
27 meets.
Meets. All right, you take damage on that one. That's 16.
Ooh. Okay.
And that'll be that Buccaneer's turn. The one that you have been beating the living shit out of the Hawk at this point in time. So I'm going to say at this point, very much the Buccaneer you're fighting just kind of gives up. Because it's a point where, like, you've bashed him in the skull with your beak, and even though you guys have been, like, throwing hands at this point, you land him twice with a Mukateel and just tear into him and slice him open, and so he's just like, nope, it's not worth it, man. And he just drops the gun and starts backing away.
Okay. Does he back away out of my range of attack?
I'm going to say he tries to, because he's trying to give up, but I know that rage doesn't allow you to make conscious decisions like that.
No, it doesn't. Reactor
Yeah.
strike.
Yeah, because it's very much, he's like, he doesn't want to die, and he realizes that this is a death game, and so he's trying to give up to you.
Yeah.
And
So-
he doesn't know this is what you would do.
You fuck with the goose, you get the noose.
Goose. Yeah, if you want to
Sorry.
reactor strike, do it.
Do it.
I feel so bad.
Play your character.
Yeah.
33.
So yeah, roll me damage.
Do it.
Oh, 30 damage.
So he backs up and was like, buddy, we can make this work out, man. This is just a job for me. Like, I'm a guard. And you look at him and you do that, like, so there's a great gif of a baseball player who does this, where he sets up the baseball bat and he swings, but he lets go and the bat spins in air and he grabs it mid, like, swing and then continues to swing from there.
Amazing.
I need to find it, but it's just that, Lehonk, you do that.
Yeah, he becomes blood
To his
pudding
head.
on the ground.
Yeah, and literally, like, you do it and you grab it and you go, whack, and you just half of him goes flying across the ground.
Whoops. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, so that guy is dead,
Very dead.
very dead. But we go to Roberts. It's your turn.
Okay. Well, there's one left now. Do weapon infusion yet again. This time I'm just gonna have backswing in case I miss.
Okay.
Winging away, 28.
28 meets it.
Okay. How's the bugger have higher AC than me? Whatever. 14?
14 damage, yeah. Did you bash him with that? And which, did you do a weapon infusion with that one? Or
Yeah,
just-
that one was backswing.
Okay. So, backswing only counts if you miss
Yep.
on that one. So, alright, that's your first attack.
Okay, next one is forceful.
Okay,
And
24
24.
misses.
and may as well whip around for a third time with forceful still.
15
Nada.
misses. Alright. So, let me get this back over here. Alright, we get, go over to, Jenkins. Jenkins, you're on, like, the top cliff watching this, and so you see Roberts and the one sugar glider just, like, going at each other. And then before you just see the Honk just explode one in half.
Does the Buccaneer 2 go before me or after me?
Technically he went before you.
Okay, and he's still engaged.
He's engaged with, Roberts right now.
Lahonk, how much longer does your rage last?
8 more rounds.
Okay, this guy's dying.
Oh,
Okay.
I have a plan. Don't worry. I have a plan.
I'm gonna manifest my Eidolon, so that's 3 actions, and do an ostentatious arrival.
Okay.
So, anybody within 10 feet of me. So I
Hey.
think Roberts is just outside of it.
Darn.
No, he is within it.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay. What if I put him here? That puts Roberts. I'm gonna put him on top of this cart.
Okay.
And anybody, and so things within 10 feet will take 4d4 fire 4d4 damage.
Okay. Roll me that damage.
9.
9. So, old man, basically, all of you feel like a rumble in the ground as old man springs up out of the ground, just full on like full T-pose, and just rocks go flying everywhere as he shoots out at full force.
Yep.
Mm. So,
Yeah, that's me.
all right, it goes Le Honk.
Alright, so if this was an HBO adaptation, I think we would see within Lehonk's mind palace just this raging, boiling turmoil, and then very softly, gaining volume, he hears Tish's voice singing a lullaby that she used to sing to him to snap him out of his rage.
Sure.
And I'm gonna use Moment of Clarity to tamper down the rage for 1 round,
Okay.
so I can make intelligent decisions.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn to Buccaneer 2 and say, "Stand the fuck down." And I'm gonna try and
Give me
intimidate him.
intimidation. Yep. Yeah,
36.
that's a crit success.
Hell yeah.
So he didn't notice what you did to his guard mate, but when you talk to him in turn, he sees half of his guard or half his fellow guard on the ground next to you, and he looks and he just follows the entrails to the other half that's like 10 or 15 feet away, and he just kind of like has this moment of like, oh fuck, like they thought they could take you guys because at this point in time I'm gonna say combat ends because this dude just drops the blunderbuss. He's like, oh shit, nah man, that's not happening.
And now there are no more enemies, and I can end my rage.
Yes. So very much like, okay, he gives that up, and he's just like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. So, yeah, you guys, there is a guardhouse on fire. This guy has sounded an alarm, and in the distance you can hear footsteps and people running towards this area.
Perfect. Oh, go ahead, Gimli one.
No, that's not what
I was gonna say, Jenkins hops on Old Man and tells him to grab the barrel, and we're gonna book it somewhere.
I'm gonna grab Buccaneer 2 and say, "You're coming with us. Let's go."
Yeah. He doesn't put up a fight as you guys like try to book it and hide.
Is there another abandoned building or
Oh, you
something
guys
that we
can
could hide in?
you can dive into some junk at this point in time.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of garbage and stuff around here. You guys all dive into it as you hear footsteps running by. You hear clanking of guns as people are running by too. Very classic. As there's armed individuals running to the scene.
Hear one guy in the far off distance. Oh my God, they got Billy.
Yeah, basically.
And the guardhouse is on fire. We built that last week.
Oh, it was. I was gonna say, oh, the guardhouse is so close to retirement.
That's the one that had the pool. That had the pool table.
No, not the jacuzzi. So, all right.
We're gonna have flambe.
So, with that, I think we'll call it to a close, as you guys are hidden inside of the trash pile, and the entire town is alerted that someone is here, but they don't know exactly where. So, it's fun times. Stealth, guys. Stealth mission.
Went exactly according to plan.
I tried.
We actually did really good up until the part we actually landed.
You guys did really
be
good
fair-
up in the fight where you landed and didn't roll well in the recovery.
Yeah.
To be fair, it was only
Nope.
the level
excuse me,
1
got another-
character that fucked it up.
Yeah. Well, looks
only
like
just
Philip is on a phone call, so I'll go ahead and run through our thank you everybody so much for joining us. If you like what you see here, you can go to youtube.com. There we have all of our past episodes. Right, Gimli one?
Yes.
And in order this time. But if you don't want to do that, you can go to our Blue Sky. There, we post our schedule and some pretty funny memes. Isn't that right, Fry?
Yes.
And if you can't do that, go ahead and join us here every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific, for this exciting adventure. And if you want to support us monetarily, we do have a Patreon. Yes, that's right. For a mere, I think it's $5 minimum, I can't remember, we will
And
get
what kind of time is it?
bonus videos and such as that is. And
Always.
Always. Isn't that right, Phil?
Definitely. I don't know what I'm agreeing to, but I'm definitely agreeing to it.
And that's binding.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And with that, say bye-bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Okay.